Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. I don't know why I raised my hands, like we're celebrating or something, but we're back playing some Root for once. It's been a long-ass time. I'm working on the ooze some more, which are now a bunch of bighorn sheep, ram people. They're now spreading religion instead of ooze. We got Coyote here.
Hey?
Yeah, he's going to be showing off the hippie host? When did you change the name?
Hidden. It says hidden.
That does say hidden. It just from upside down, it looks like hippie.
If you say so.
Reading upside down is hard.
Awesome.
We also have Thuy here. He's playing Chameleander. And I am playing Zero Gamers Warhogs, and confusingly, Zero Gamer is playing Coyotes, and Coyotes is playing mine. You'll figure it out. We are playing with the latest version that's on here of the Squires and Disciples, and we're playing on the Blighted City because it's been a long time since I've played on it, and I wanted to. With that, I'm gonna just hop right into this, and people will figure it out. You know, people are smart.
That's a different episode where we explain all this. Oh, I said they can go watch a different episode. They want explanations.
Oh, yeah. We have played with all of these factions at some point in time. If you're confused, go find a different video. It's there, I promise. So I craft, no place a warrior at each mushroom, no roll all my dice. What am I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna place a mushroom. And move. And place a mushroom. And I can attack to place a mushroom, right?
Yes.
Coolio. But I can only have one mushroom per clearing, or are we back to having two per?
You could always have as many as you wanted.
Mm-hmm. Is there a bonus for having two now? Right?
Yeah, that's how you draw it. Yeah.
Draw extra cards. All right, cool. Just making sure. Alrighty.
Swords of Flasher only works if your clearing doesn't have mushrooms.
Right. So I mushroom it up. I'm gonna move.
Can they move their mushrooms now, or is that not a thing anymore?
Yeah, they can move it. Yeah.
When moving, you may move a mushroom with each warrior. Right. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll swords to plowshares to do this, and then I'll do this. Oh, that was moving right towards you, wasn't it? No. I'm gonna leave.
You're afraid of your own faction?
I'm gonna leave those bighorn sheep all the fuck alone right now. I don't want them coming and messing with me right off the bat. Let me build up some of my strength first. And then I'm going to spend this to give tribute. Have I managed to go move mushroom yet?
I forget what you've ever. I
always
tried.
say that I want to.
I think someone did last time we played, or I got this played. I forget though. They might have gone mushroom recruit. So
I think I'm gonna go mushroom recruit. That sounds fun. Okay. Let's do that. So this goes here. Yeah. Alrighty. I believe that's my turn. Other than I score 2 points and draw
2 cards.
2 cards. And I have a victory point marker somewhere. 2 points. And I end my turn.
Alrighty. I am going to... So I'm not going to slough. I'm going to go to skip, where we move twice. And in here, I'm going to use this chapel to craft sky couriers. And then, hey, Rams, do you want another doctrine by chance in this clearing?
I don't think I can have another doctrine in this clearing.
You can when I cajole you.
Oh, then yes.
Excellent.
You can when you can if I say you can.
All right, great. We're gonna discard this card.
We're literally violating the rules of God, but if you can do that.
The people there are so devout. They're just the most devout.
It's okay. We're turning this church into a televangelist enterprise. Okay, so I discard to place ego. I get nothing there.
The power of brain compels you.
You can
place
this
is now
a
Billy
token.
Wrote.
Yeah. So you get to place one of your doctrine there.
If you choose to, I will score a point. but you'll have another doctor now. So
I am imagining now like The Exorcist, but it's all played by goats.
and then I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2 for my last 2 moves. All right. On to evening. We will not boast to the birds. I will just draw 4 cards because I'm a very wealthy chameleon. And pass the turn.
You know, I don't think sloth was a thing the last time I played with Chameleander.
Maybe not.
I think I
That's
want.
a long time.
I think I want to start with putting a fort here, right? Like that's the smart move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you want
Oh,
and then you want your other things in the other rabbit clearings, basically.
right, the cells. Yeah.
Cells. There we go. It's like those other things.
Do I small note to Coyote? Why not just start with the fort?
You do start with a fort.
You start
You're
with the
looking
cell.
up the back of the board. Nope.
I am. I don't
The
know where
card.
your card is. Your card. This is. There it is.
It got yoinked over by me for some reason.
I was wondering where it went. Okay, so it did start with the fort, anyways. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
good.
Sorry.
Okay, I can skip attrition. I can skip senior agents. Okay, they add.
You make sure you got the recruit though, because that happens before.
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay, thank you. Here we go.
There's a reason why I switched it to fort start, and that was mostly it.
Okay. Dispatch agents may add or replace cards up to available agent spaces, which is theoretically all of them, correct?
Oh no, that needs to be adjusted. You can add them up to the number of forts on the board.
Okay. So 1 to start. Okay. Then I will throw down this guy.
Thank you. I'm still updating language after I made that change. Up to.
And then act up to 3 times for each. You may use a skill for the envoys. Okay. Or this says envoys, but I assume that's supposed to be agents.
Agents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, what can this do? As attacker in a clearing with a cell, you may move to the clearing before rolling. Okay.
And that's like a frog move, right? You can move from anywhere into it.
Which one are you looking at?
The rabbit agent is you may move to the clearing before rolling. You can move from several places. Yeah.
Yep.
I can't remember what the frog move is now. What is it? Converge? Shit.
I don't know.
Gather.
I'm gonna go. Let's go for broke.
Ooh.
I'm going to take 4 of my guys, and we're going to move over to the boars. And we're going to attack the boars.
Wow.
This is a war game.
So you're gonna get 0 points instead of going over here and just plopping down a cell in this shiny rabbit clearing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cool. Roll it, bro.
Jesus Christ. Should have brought 1 more with me. Well, I got a 3rd action, so I'm going to attack again. Watch me roll double zeros again.
Sheesh. Boom,
There we
boom,
go.
boom.
Now I will roll, so I'll pull a cell there. Craft with agents. I have nothing to craft currently. Score cells and they can't score.
Me
Draw 1 card.
mushrooms.
Draw 2. Here we go.
Looks great. There are no chapels on the map. That's great. I have that in over times. I can spend a card to place a doctrine. I would love to do that. Take a look at this. That is so good. I will spend this and this to spread 2.
Bloop, bloop.
I'm gonna go like here and here.
Okay. Just a warning.
Yeah, I was actually thinking I'm gonna pull those 2 from here.
Oh yeah, you do you, bro. This was a warning to the table. That entrenched hurts him a lot more than it used to. It now costs him an extra card, and he has to give up a warrior. So
What is entrenched? Hold on.
entrenched is if there is a combined total of 4 or more enemy pieces in the clearing that he's trying to spread doctrine to. So we can work together to do it. We should just make sure that we are.
No, I actually do like this. I'm gonna keep this like I had it.
Yeah, it can be if you got the right actions. 2 actions is totally fine. I have gone straight sect many a time.
Well, I'm realizing that missionaries is effectively a free action every turn.
Yes.
So I kind of have 3 actions.
Right. Yeah. We'll see. I think in my brain that was as an action once a turn during daylight, spend a card to place a warrior. Yeah.
I think that might be something you need to adjust. Do you want to play it that way?
Let's play it that way, and if it's like not
Right.
not
And
good,
if that is the case,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it should be as an action once a turn. Yeah.
Because
Yeah. It
that
should.
is really strong for a
shouldn't-
free action.
Yeah. It shouldn't just give you an extra action. No. Yeah.
Do you want to recruit more? Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Here
Why
you
not?
go.
It's
All
only
right,
going to
so I
cost you
have
a card.
3. I'm gonna go 1.
Well, 0.5.
Oh yeah, like
1.
this. Then I'm going to throw this out to recruit.
How? Muster is no longer a thing. Oh, you're using you're using missionaries. I'm such a dum-dum. Jesus Christ.
What if I didn't move that there and I just put this down here?
Hey, you could.
Is losing this that bad?
No, and it could let you switch out missionaries right off the bat if you want.
Yeah, but I kind of like missionaries.
No, totally. And you don't have to. It's just always it can be a good thing to like start with something that's like, I'm going to use this for this turn and then leave a doctrine kind of out there and expose, hoping that someone will eat it, and then I'll get to change what my thing is.
And I don't see it actually getting there. I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to move down there, and I would just have burnt that, and I'm going to throw you away.
Into the ether with you.
Oh, you know what?
Mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna be even crazier. I'm gonna have left you there forever. Then I'm gonna throw you away,
Hmm?
and I'm gonna. No, I need to get it first. I need to get one out. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I need to draw cards.
Yeah, you need.
I need to draw cards.
You need card draw. Let's put that back to a chapel.
All right. I promise I played these before.
They've changed a lot.
And crafting will not happen. That's all good. Then I'll draw my cards.
Alrighty. I never put that in this card because I'm a dum-dum. I will roll my dice.
Oh, and I got 2 points. Thank you, Thuy.
You have to place a warrior at each mushroom.
I do have to place a warrior at each mushroom. That's true. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alrighty. I placed 2 mushrooms. Shoot. Do that. That for sure. I'm moving about. Alright. So this has to be somewhere where I currently have warriors, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's just do this. Is there anything bad that happens when my mushrooms get eaten?
No. Wait, do I want to roll under or over? Over? Over's good.
Number
right?
is less than the total number of agents.
You want to discard? Yeah, so I want to
Discard
roll
an
over. Okay. Okay, so I rolled over both times. We're good. No, nothing else to de-agent. I can't seniorize. I want to put down another agent though. Probably.
Nope, you can't. You only have
can't.
1 fort.
Fuck. You're right. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just act. Well, okay. Hold on. I could have fortified here. Now that I think about it, with the barricade. Yeah. We'll do that.
Barricade.
Barricade up here.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. So we'll move. Take 3 guys up here. Yeah, we'll put a cell. Subverting's probably the. Yeah, we can subvert. We'll subvert with this. Put a cell over here. That's my 3 actions. Crafting with agents. Let's craft with standard bearer for later.
Take it.
So
Can't remember.
okay,
what that
we'll
is.
score 3 points
Mm.
and draw 3 cards.
All right. What do I want to? Well, I'll start by evangelizing.
Has the deck reshuffled?
Yes.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm like, that discard pile is very, very low.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because you didn't place a chapel last turn, your options are pretty much the same as they were last turn.
Yeah. Which are not great.
No, they are not.
Oh, that's not a problem. We don't need to evangelize. We are going to recruit. There are 2 here
Hmm.
and 1 here.
And are you out?
Yeah.
Nice.
Interesting. I could actually have put 1 here.
Yeah.
Huh.
You do 1-1.
And then, yeah, 1-1-1. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
It's a wee bit better.
All right. And then we're going to do this for my turn. I am going to move. Then this one is turning you into this. And this one is adding a chapel here.
Hmm.
I like that. Then, are we going to craft? Yes, we are going to craft. We're going to craft us some fucking coins
How?
for 3 points.
How are you crafting
Wait,
coins, fool?
don't you need 2 rabbit stuffs?
Yeah, you craft with chapels.
Oh, I crafted chapels?
Yes.
Oh.
But you would have to have an extra card to do that. Do you have an extra card to do that with? There you go.
Not a problem.
Yes.
Oh, why did I bother moving them up there then?
Also,
we'll just move everyone into here.
Yeah. Also, notably, when you craft, you get 1 less point, but you get to recruit 1 dude. So that coin is only worth 2.
I get to recruit. Do I recruit them at a place I?
One guy at a triggered crafting piece activated. There we go.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is feeling good. All right, we can live with this.
Yeah, this is feeling terrifying, suitably terrifying, because this is now evangelizing is really really problematic. We have to entrench all of these.
And how many coins do I get? Just 4.
just,
That's pretty good.
just 4.
And oh, that's nice though. I get 4 cards.
You do get 4 cards now. Disgusting. You disgusting creature. Alrighty, I get
And
This is
who do you
really
think is
just
the
crazy
problem?
to me.
Who is the problem? That is a really good question. I mean, both of them are problems, honestly.
I took out the fort, but it didn't seem to do much. It just got rid of 1 agent.
Yeah, I mean, the
that
real
time.
problem is that you did this to you helped him here, and that just means he can pile dudes. Usually, you would have to be defending each of these individually, which would. So this is actually what has been.
So can you go and take care of that?
It depends on my dice. Really is. Well, I'm asking that question too.
You know, the other real problem on the board right now is this. Seems like actually the problem on the board might be Chameleander.
Yeah, this is also very much a problem. Yeah, you're freaking 2-ish points and 1 ability and 1 action point. Yeah, that is problematic.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I had to remove 1 more from
I
here.
do love his cajole, but
I
it might be
didn't.
more problematic
Yeah, you just moved it, yeah.
Yeah, I already did remove it.
Alright, so I can airdrop a dude, I can move twice, I can recruit, I can move.
Yeah, and Zero, what were you saying?
I was just saying the cajole's great on the Chameleander. I love it, but man, I think it breaks things in a weird way.
It is very weird. But
it's super cool. It's hard when you're playing factions you haven't played against before and you don't realize how crazy, like, oh, I'm going to let them have a cell and a fort in there actually is for that faction.
Yeah.
Right. It's balanced by faction knowledge matchup, which
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
I thought about because that was my first thought. I was like, "Oh, that skill's completely broken." And I was like, "Yeah, but Thui also has no idea how hidden host how much that helps them."
How broken is it? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Alright, so
like
I'm
I
gonna do
could think of
that.
lots of things in vanilla where you would never do that either, but
To
Reroll
just
a dice.
I'm just seeing. I think this has a battle on it. Yeah, it does. It has a battle on this, so this is slightly.
It has a battle and a battle with an extra hit.
And
Every
a
dice
spear.
has a regular battle.
Nope. The purple dice does not have a regular battle. All of the dice we talked. So
yeah.
all of the dice don't have one thing, and then they have a double of the doubleness of their thing.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, this is almost like a battle. Cause this is sort of battle like. Don't get to put any mushrooms down. Rats.
Spend a bird card, reroll.
I don't have one.
He already did that.
I just rerolled one. All right, so I'm gonna recruit my dude here. I guess I'm gonna do. If I soften up this fox, can you come and hit it? Thui?
Hopefully, I can only battle once a turn. So if you get rid of two of them though,
well, the problem
death.
is like this cell is leaving this cell here with this lightly defended is just asking for him to like dump a bunch of dudes on it. So I have to get rid of this cell. So it's like, is it worth it for me to only get rid of one? And it sounds like the answer to that is no.
Yeah, I'll probably just go after the rabbit again, the rabbit fort.
Okay. Well then. Shucksy doodle dandy. Oh, I think it's actually the best move that I got anyway. And then I'm going to spear this, and I'm going to spear this. That gets me 1 point. And then I get 3 points, 1, 2, 3, for my 3 mushrooms, and I get to draw 1 card. And I don't have to do tribute anymore. It's nice. I can't. I can hypothetically retribute.
No.
No. Yeah, replace a starter. Okay, yeah. So now I'm just stuck with these 5 die. Okay. Woo.
Okay.
Let me just moves into okay.
All right, Chameleander, show us what you're made of.
Show me what you got.
I have a suggestion for the Blighted City to talk about when the game's over.
I would love to hear that.
Okay, let's skip on over here. We're going to use your rabbit fort to craft rabbit squires. No, you don't craft with that. Just kidding. You didn't see nothing.
What?
Oh yeah, I don't have any crafting pieces you can craft with. Haha.
Yeah, I'm big sad about it. And the mushrooms
you
hurt
could
me
craft with
when
the
I walk
cell.
into them.
You can craft with
Wait,
the cell.
Are we changing that halfway through the game?
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, it is just this. Yeah, you're right. No, we're not changing it halfway through the game. You're absolutely right.
Oh. I'm not opposed to it, but okay. Okay, so we're there. Is that where we want to be? Maybe we want to be over here instead then. Here. That. Move. That. Okay, yes, I think we're going to do it this way. All right, hidden host. I
You
cajole
want to
you
cajole
here.
me, right? Oh, yeah, look at that.
I'm
You are
cajoling
cajoling
you
me. Look at
here.
that. Ah.
I'm getting a point for this. You're going to put out an extra cell, not a mismatching fortress or anything. There you go.
Oh, how would that work? I guess it's based on the fort, right?
No, you ignore all restrictions. So you could put
Right.
a
No. I mean, all my like scoring and everything's based on the fort itself, not the clearing.
right, and it's
Right.
based off of the number of cells that match the fort, not the clearings with cells that match the
Yeah, so I'm
fort.
gonna go with. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the cell.
Yeah,
Okay. Very good. So I score
yeah.
another point.
This is broken. Yes, this is the most broken
That was
thing you
also
could do.
good.
Yeah, this is. I, I love
That's
that.
an extra
Yes,
point
yes.
and an extra warrior.
That is also good.
All right, moving over here for second action, third action, we battle. Do you ambush me again?
I do.
Oh my
Gosh.
god.
No.
Honestly, the
Wow.
amount of ambushes that have gone off on you. What is it, 3 so far?
Yeah, I've taken 3.
How many
so
hits can you deal?
2. I can only deal 2.
Well, that's still a fort for you, so.
I think my policing has done more harm than good, fellas.
So you
Possibly,
also
yeah.
take a hit, which. So if you take a hit from me, does that now you lose a point? I think.
I would, except I ignore all rolled hits unless you give me
Oh,
your
that's
card at the
nice.
beginning of battle. So I should have asked
No.
you if you wanted to, but you wouldn't get any points, but I would lose a point.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I'll hold on to my cards. Okay.
I mean,
So
that does help though, because you lose that,
Yeah.
and
Would
they don't
you
get a
have
recruit
given
from this.
would you have given me a card so that I would lose a point? Is that what or
no, it's not worth it.
okay, so that was my 3 moves. Now we go to Boast to the Birds. I'm going to spend a bird card to place an ego. And then I get to repeat this step for each ego on the id. I have 2 on the id. I'm going to spend 2 more bird cards, place 2 more ego.
I like this change, by the way. I always didn't
Yeah.
like that you could just dump your whole hand to boast to the birds.
Yeah, it was bad.
He's just like, well, I boast 3 times and put out 3 egos. Like, what?
All right.
I mean, that is what you just did, but it at least took you 2 turns of dumping your entire hand.
Right. All right, pass.
All right. Let's see here. Well, I'm in a stickier position than before.
Are you?
Yeah.
The recruit is severely weakened, which is great for us.
Yeah.
D.
I only get
Lytle.
only 2 here. I'll turn this cell into the rabbit fort.
Sorry, I have to refresh my memory on this.
I don't need to do attrition. No. Agents definitely need an agent. Okay, so how many times can I dispatch agents? As many as I want, just agents up to the number of forts I have out?
Right.
Yep.
So you could do 2.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Read.
And since there's no more T's to craft. Okay. Then I can act.
Does Hidden House just win right now?
What's that?
6 is pretty hard for him to get because even if he has all of his cells out, he gets 4 points. So even if he somehow managed to put all of his cells out, he would still need to get cardboard points.
Is punching this just
Gotcha.
3 points though?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
how does battling the Chameleander work?
So I ignore all rolled hits unless you give me a card matching the clearing at the start of battle.
That's okay.
So not free points, But spending a card to get 3 points in battle is pretty good.
And you always deal 2 hits in battle, or up to 2 hits?
Up to 2.
Okay.
Because that could be pretty big, because if they
How-
they're
how-
gonna rule, because you're a pawn, right?
No, he's a
No, I'm a
warrior,
warrior.
but it's easy to overcome that because he's 1 warrior. So,
Yeah.
Always one, right?
I think I do just kind of go from here.
Yeah. If you can get
I need
one,
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, you just need to
5,
get one
6.
cell out, and yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so I'm moving twice, and then I have my Fox Agent out, so it'll be battling twice.
Yeah.
And you've got standard bearer, so you can battle even more than that.
I can.
Jeez.
Wait,
Not
did you
going-
get me a card matching the...
Yeah, here you go.
Is
All right,
that
thank you.
for each battle or each turn?
It's for each battle.
It's for
Ooh.
each battle, so unfortunately, I won't be able to win this turn.
Well, if you bring standard bearer back to your hand, then you can.
Oh yeah, because it's yeah, we'll do that then.
Thanks.
And we'll do it
Thanks,
again.
Stewie.
There you go. There you go.
Might as well.
I win.
GG's.
Nice.
GG's.
Boom. You got it on the nose.
Well done.
Like a pinata. Just the candy flowing
It's
out of his pocket.
Like Sonic.
As long as
the
you have a
frickin-
bat.
Like Sonic the freaking Hedgehog.
So,
Bing!
in-gamer, when you said, I liked it when you could put cells and forts in the same clearing, how do you feel about that now?
Did I say that? I never said that.
Yeah, you did when I switched it off, because Blackguard could do it. Your first comment was like, oh, really? They can't put him in the same clearing anymore?
I have since changed my ways. I have liked that they have been having to be different. It definitely spreads them out, Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
No, it's been a while.
Yeah. If I made that comment, it was a long time ago.
It was before recruiting changed.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would not have run away quite so hard with this game if not for some very nice cajoling.
Well, the cajoles, and also you've got 4 points off of ambushes. So
Right. You got 7 of your points off my ego.
yeah.
Ouch.
That was pretty nice. And then I have all this crafting, although one of the crafts might be erroneous, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean there were like not misplays, but there it is an easy world where you're only like here right now, and we could catch up with you.
Yeah.
It's not
Ugh.
like it's not like we were all down here at like 9 or something, and you're all the way up there. Like that was fully reasonable. I feel like.
This also really helped.
Yeah, that was
remind me.
real bad.
My suggestion for this clearing
Mm-hmm.
was what if it counts as all suits for all purposes except crafting?
Except crafting. I mean, that's most of the utility for a good portion of the factions. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like
S&D deck and other things though help. Yeah, I
but
don't
like
know.
cats, the only reason cats love to put a workshop there because all of a sudden they have a fucking rainbow workshop. You're like, oh, that's worth an extra card. Yeah. or lizards being able to put lizards, that wouldn't help them. There are other things that it helps. My brain is farting. Warlord really likes to put something there so that they can craft, and that's really the only thing that they can do with it. It's part.
No, they can they can spread into it.
They can
use
spread
any
into it
sort of
from
card
anywhere, that's
to
true.
put mobs down.
mobs will always go in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to think about a way to like distinguish the fact that it's blighted and not just the lost city in a different color.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like it's basically a balanced lost city, if we're being honest. Because Lost City is so chicanery inducing, and the extra card to have to basically do any of the chicanery has felt balanced.
That's fair.
But it's not it is an area that I could come back to and be like, okay, how can we make this even more weird? And maybe not rainbow colored and instead do something else wonky. But I mean, the rainbow color is also kind of important because it's a 13 clearing map. But
Yeah.
That was good. The hogs. I'm trying to think if there was anything like super broken about these hogs. Not really. I mean, I always feel like if something has gone wrong, it was my own choices that I made. I think that's the good thing. The thing that I like about this is, even though you are rolling dice, it's like you made that choice of the die that you have started to change. You know, you could have your even chances of everything and be like kind of weak at everything, or you can start to try and go kind of kooky crazy, and you know, you have to deal with what the die rolls. I guess, yeah. I was just thinking of the like. I know we've talked about the balance of like having them out and having 4 of them versus 5 of them versus, you know, starting with 1 out versus not out. It's a real tricky spot to like. If you do, like, I think I should not have done that double craft, probably. I probably should have crafted 1 and then gone, like, on to my next turn and gotten out another mushroom and then crafted again. I was just like, I have plenty of things that can get me mushrooms, and then just never really rolled a double mushroom again. It's like, fuck.
It's that risk and reward.
Yeah. Yep. That can happen. So you just have to know and kind of, like, plan for things to not go the way that you want them to. And then sometimes you get pleasantly surprised. Like, I got so many spears. Oh my god, I kept rolling spears like crazy. And I was just like, I just need a battle so I can freaking plant this mushroom in the freaking ground.
My question about them was, did you have weird rolling this game as far as movement? Because it felt like you were very kind of somewhat statically stuck in this area.
Yeah, so I took this recruit die, and it has not the recruit die. The mushroom die doesn't have a lot of movement on it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was like kind of intentional, because
Okay.
or maybe it didn't. I don't know.
Combining the mushroom and the recruiting, this green and purple die, that's a very dig your heels in way of playing it.
Yeah. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Why are you doing it the hard way? Whatever.
Yeah, so I don't have any movement on these green die at all. And I had like 2 on the purple die, which is
You have like a weird soft movement with this the map,
right where
which
I
lets
can
you
airdrop somebody anywhere, so it's kind of like a move, but
Is it just 1 warrior you airdrop?
yep, just recruit
Yeah.
1 dude, but you can recruit him anywhere as opposed to on top of your dudes, which can be really powerful if you have one of the spears, because you can just be like, bloop, boop, I get rid of this.
or if you combine it with the purple dice and you get the double recruit, so it's the
Yeah,
map with the double recruit, and you just have 3
right,
guys
then you can just be
somewhere.
like, boop, boop,
It's an option they have.
battle. Like, wait, what? You can do some silly things with the dice. Yeah, I mean, and it is like it's this chieftain setup does end up feeling similar-ish to the Erie's leaders, in that kind of the 2 that you go hard into kind of defines what your strategy is going to be, and like a very easy simple one is to kind of go for like this ish, because then you're like, okay, I'm gonna recruit a bunch of guys, I'm gonna battle like crazy, and then, you know, I get to place a couple extra mushrooms, or I get to move a little bit more depending on what map you're on and what you're going up against. And that's kind of like the typical, I call that kind of the not commander, the whatchamacallit, the one that lets you recruit double.
Strike.
No, the leader that lets you double. Charismatic. There we go. But then, you can also do this and just be like, I'm just going to move all over the place and drop a bunch of mushrooms wherever I go.
Hyper-nomadic chieftains.
Right. Or, what I did, which was this. I have not yet seen... I don't think it really works to do this. Just, like, move and fight without any recruiting. We could try it one day, but I don't think it would work very well.
I would like to see that tested. But...
I mean, I could imagine this in a setup that has just like a bajillion, like against the Otters and the Woodland Alliance and like one other really, and like cats. You could probably do this and just be like, fuck mushrooms. I'm just gonna get cardboard points.
Well, you need the mushrooms, but what you could do is you could essentially death ball it. So just stack all your warriors and mushrooms.
Right, and you're like, I'm gonna get 1 point a turn, and I'm gonna get 1 card a turn, but I'm gonna recruit 4 guys for free, and I'm just gonna move around and just destroy people. It'd be interesting to try out. Yeah,
We'll do it next.
Vaguely, I still am not convinced that the spear should just be crossbow, just because that feels boring to me.
No, I agree. I've gone through like a few different versions of like whatever this symbol is going to be. I'm just not. There's like a finite number of discrete.
Yeah, I mean,
actions.
I think like
I'll take suggestions.
Yeah, I think having it attached to the mushrooms makes sense. They're like sporing out and doing something bad. So it's like, okay, if I want to use that, I rolled it. Okay, I have to move in here with this, and then this mushroom is going to do damage to this, and that then is maybe the roll. But take the then that maybe makes sense as kind of a battle of it doing more than 1 damage, because you're having to invest more than just like I do, it's more than I do this and I can kill 3 guys because I happened to roll 3-3. It's like, okay, I have to like come in here. I'm like taking a risk because I'm bringing a mushroom into your territory, but maybe I'll take out 2 or 3 guys. Maybe I'll take out 0, and that would be really bad. But there's a likelihood that I'll get 1 to 2. I'm getting whatever. What's the math? 1.1, 1.5, some guys or something like that.
I mean, it could just be like a toxic shroom thing that just says basically crossbow, but with every mushroom you have out.
It could be that. I think it started as that, didn't it? It was like do a crossbow at each of your mushrooms.
I think that was a different ability, maybe, or something like that.
Maybe.
I forget what it was.
And that would actually probably be fine too. Honestly, like it's not so hard. It's not. I wouldn't see that as so horrible. And then you could do some kooky, crazy things where you're like, okay, I have my death ball. I move in here and then I mushroom and I deal 3 damage to you. Boom. I don't know about that.
What if it's a move in battle, but you take an extra hit?
Move in battle and take extra hit?
So yeah, it'd be a move in battle for the boars, where they move and they take the mushroom. It's like you'd be like, all right, it's a move in battle. It's a move in battle,
Maybe.
and you like have to go into here. But if you rolled like a 2-2, you would take 3 hits. Like you as attacker take an extra hit.
So the only problem with that is, so if you zoom in on this the dice actions wheel here, so these are color coded for convenience. Yellow is like the movement based color. So whatever this is shouldn't probably have movement on it, technically.
Right.
If we're talking from like a thematic standpoint.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be recruity and mushroom.
You conked out there.
Those are the vibes. Well, it's got the recruit color, the mushroom color, and the battle color.
Yeah.
So those are the mechanics we are playing around.
I mean, like it's a little softly. Like
Right,
the map
right.
doesn't have the battle one on it. The forest movement doesn't have the mushroom on it, and then the battle with an extra hit doesn't have the recruit on it.
Right. And I'm trying to make these dice up here so we can kind of see what the whatchamacallit is.
I mean, I don't mind the move in battle. I mean, it makes sense. It's just I guess I just never had a
What
side
if you
that had
just
that.
switched this and this for the color combinations?
I mean, that could work. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, yeah, the place that any warrior anywhere is now. Yeah, they're all.
Doesn't have to be the move related.
No, it doesn't have to be. I mean, they're all also like vaguely upgraded versions. You know, like this is battle with an extra hit. This is move through a forest. This is recruit and then recruit anywhere. So this is kind of like.
It should be maybe mushroom.
Right. So it should
plus.
hypothetically be mushroom related.
Yeah.
So that's where like, oh, it's some sort of alpha strike with your mushrooms. Like, oh, they all spore.
What if it's replace an enemy warrior with the mushroom?
Ooh,
What if it's that?
that could be spicy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Place enemy warrior with mushroom. Okay. Okay.
That would be an interesting thing to try for sure. Because, yeah, that would have felt a lot better with all of those spears that I had if instead of me just being like, well, I guess I just kill this one thing. Or, like, even if it was peace. Because then I could, like... Because you had this for a very long time, several times. And if I could be like... Boop, boop, that would feel awesome.
What's nice about using replace too is it circumvents knave captain shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of the trouble with like the crossbow. If the vagabonds could play with knaves, then they could just crossbow captain, which would be absurd.
Right.
So if you do replace, then knave captains can't be replaced. So
right. So replace an enemy piece with a mushroom.
Yeah. I think it's still.
Warriors
I was gonna say it's basically just a crossbow, but it's a crossbow loaded with a mushroom.
Right, yeah.
It's like a zombification of a organism.
Yes, I love that.
There.
Yeah.
I guess I could do this. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We'll say these guys have they're I think somewhat unintentionally like hunter-gatherer themed.
Yeah, that's kind of the other thing that we did want to talk about is like, you know, can there be some more Rudy theming? But yeah, hunter-gatherer could kind of work. They are kind of like wander around. I'm just doing my mushrooms.
They can plant themselves and sort of farm up mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, I'd really like to give him a run next test.
Yeah, for sure.
I would be glad to let you handle them, Coyote.
Yeah, part of it was me. Part of that was me being selfish because I really liked them, and part of it was like I wanted Coyote. I know you've maybe played against them like once a long time ago, and wanted you to just kind of see what they did and how they did it. A long time
ago.
Yeah. So
they're at the stage where it's just the small detailed tweaks that they need.
Yeah, it's that last 5%, which is just such a bitch. The last 5%, it's just like
I mean, always think it's a small detailed tweak, and then you make it, and then you realize it explodes into everything.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, for these guys, it's like we're not even looking at the rest of the board. It's literally just what is this action. Like everything else, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's pretty good.
So here's my only other thing that like we could try if we wanted to, and maybe we had this at some point, and I'm just dumb, but I can't remember. But I assume it's because we needed this extra movement. So like that went away, and this went away, and for this, it would be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll see in a second. Sorry, I'm being a mad scientist. So get rid of these sides and then double up one of these sides. So like this would be like this, and this would be like that, and this would be the mushroom one. So that they get 2 of their special thing, and then this would be the move through the forest one. What do you think of that? Or is that like a little too aggressive?
That might work.
This is a lot of replace for mushroom.
That's if I go with that. I'm
Yes.
thinking about it. I honestly, what I'm leaning more towards is basically just says choose a clearing, deal hits equal to the mushrooms there.
Yeah, which would also be fine. The only thing I'm worried about that is because you can move with mushrooms and stack them, that it's relatively simple to do something like move, deal 3 hits with no, and it's not a battle, so there's no repercussions. And
Yeah, I think that's pretty outrageous.
Being able to do 3 hits with no chance of ambushing is real heinous.
One thing I've thought about in the back of my mind is somehow do something with the building slots and the mushroom tokens.
What if you could flip them? And they did something else on the other side, and on the other side
them and they become square.
Yeah, well, on the other side they can go into building slots, and they can't get flipped back, but they do mean you draw a card from them. So, like, someone lock that.
It could be something like I mean, I don't know. It depends on how complicated you want to get. It could be you can flip them, and then it counts as 2 mushrooms. But then, while they count as 2 mushrooms, if it gets removed, it's worth 2 points.
What did we do to this? Jeez. Yeah. So like, why won't it let me? Okay, here we go. Yeah. That when you flip it,
I don't want to.
I don't know.
It's just that also adds like a whole other rule column. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit simpler than that.
Yeah, just thinking through, especially if this would make them more red, being able to use up slots. Because that's kind of one of the defining characteristics of reds is that they can take up those slots and not, makes it more annoying.
After Homeland, we need actions that use building slots.
Oh, hold on. One person at a time. Cody first.
I said after Homeland, we need factions that use building slots.
Yeah, we
do. And then what'd you say, Thuy?
What if you could place your dice in building slots? Like if it was rolled on a certain side.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a building side, so now this is a building. I don't know.
That feels inspired, but what does it do once you get the dice in there?
I mean, if you have buildings as part of your stuff, then you could make crafting that instead of removing mushrooms.
No, it's very carefully balanced around this push and pull between having the mushrooms for crafting, scoring, and drawing.
Yeah, I mean,
so I don't think I can change that.
Here's a fun idea.
Oh no.
Okay.
Fun ideas.
What if you could put mushrooms into building slots? This is, I will be the first to say this is insane. And what if the mushrooms are double-sided? And what if some of the back of the mushrooms were good mushrooms and some of the backs of the mushrooms are poison mushrooms? And when someone goes to build, they just have to move the mushrooms off of that building slot. And when they do that, they flip it. If it's a good mushroom, great. They get a warrior. But if it's a bad mushroom, they take some penalty.
I mean, they would have to battle through all any warriors you leave there.
No, they wouldn't.
Nope, it's not battling through warriors.
So
it's like you can plant the mushrooms onto that spot.
Yeah, when you
place a mushroom, can plant good or bad.
And these Ovis come over there. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I put a doctrine here, and then I'm gonna build a chapel. Is this a good one or a bad one? Fuck! It's a bad one. This guy dies.
I will be on. It's not. I like. It's kind of fun, but I'm gonna be honest. How often does someone just like move in with enough guys to build, and where they're not just going to battle first?
Cats do it all the time.
True.
Cats all the time. Another thing is, you score by clearings with mushrooms.
Yes.
So if you have an ability that like replaces a warrior with a mushroom, and you can plant that mushroom, and like mushrooms can be planted in building spots, like there's no reason that y'all aren't doing more of like throw a mushroom in there, leave one warrior, and then fuck off over to here to get that point.
Yeah, because then you're blocking not blocking it, but like there's a 50-50 shot that if those people come in, maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. It could be interesting.
Just an insane thing to throw at you. Just like I like that. I'm enchanted by the idea of using tokens in building slots.
Yeah,
I think that's where I want to go with it. Whatever
It's just
it
what does
comes
it
up with
mean?
though.
I mean, the other thing...
It's what does it mean, and it can't be so overly complicated because it's supposed to be something sort of simple.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is there's nothing saying that this needs to be the same size token as a normal token. It could be this size token.
Yeah, remember
Remember the frogs, Zero?
You remember?
I was gonna say remember Acclaim. Acclaim was a wild size for a long time.
What about that, Zero?
No, that's too much.
Is it though? You're like taking the spot where they would put a building and putting mushrooms all over it, and then they come
But
in.
what does that do?
I don't know.
What that does
Gets you an
is
extra point.
they can either remove it or they can build it. But once it's built on, they have to kill the building to remove the mushroom.
And it gets you an extra point or something. I don't know.
You know what's funny is like these like like a super early version of like my first faction did that basically where you it was actually the reverse though where you could protect buildings with the mushrooms like armor.
That's
and then you got
right.
points.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you remember that. Yeah,
that was
and
early
you would
boar.
get. That wasn't even the boars. That was the goblins.
Was that the goblins? Jeez, I haven't played the goblins so long.
I just remember the time I played the goblins and like everything was fine, and then they lasered me from across the board and just decimated
That's
my
right. They're
army.
just like.
I was like, these goblins don't seem like they're doing a whole lot, and then I was like, all of your warriors are dead. I was like, you're 4 spaces away.
They have a robot. What do you expect them to do with it? Giant fighting robot.
Nothing tops the time though when I first played Cirque de Goat, and Dewey's like, I'm setting up on top of your guys, and you're clearing. Oh, by the way, I have more warriors than I ruled.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
I thank you and Endgamer for playtesting that really.
That was so funny. I think you literally sent me a chat and you were like, because it was the first time you played with Dewey. Also, you were like, who the fuck is this guy?
I was just a random guy. And then I think in that match I learned that I could play test by myself. And I'm like,
weird.
I'll do that.
It does help. It is a pain in the ass, but it helps.
They came a long way. They're wonderful now.
By themselves now.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
I think okay. So hold on. Last quick idea. So I think just in my mind, if I do it, it's going to be the mushrooms are double-sided. The other side's gonna have like a double mushroom symbol. It'll be you can turn a mushroom to a double mushroom,
but you have to plant it.
And you have to plant it. And I can, since the boars only have 2 berry boxes anyways, I can add a third one just for these mushroom buildings. So they're like if they're planted, you can't move with them. They're worth like 2 points if they're removed. Something like
Right.
that.
They count as 2 tokens, 2 mushroom tokens, because they'll get you an extra card, they'll get you an extra point, but when they're removed, they get enemies an extra point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig?
Yeah. I dig it.
Fun.
And that would be
I think it's something to test.
and
yeah.
that would be the on a dice, or it's just something you could do.
I think it would be on the dice. I think it would be this 4th ability.
So it'd be like
it would be flip a mushroom token,
just
and then
flip a mushroom.
in the berry box up here up top next to tactical and plowshares, it would talk about the double mushrooms.
So no destruction from it at all.
No distraction from it. No, because I mean this whole mushroom tree. I think conceptually it's like you're putting down roots, you're farming, you're starting a little commune type of thing.
Right, and you do get the little toxic things here.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Sorry, one thought, and this is me being a mingy little bitch. What if tactics here, and then you named each of these?
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Just
yeah.
for flavor, you know.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I was just trying to make sure that everything was very clear that these are the tactics. But yeah, I think I could just name them.
Right, you could just do tactics once per turn, and then aggressive and flighty and poisonous or toxic.
Those I'll do that, but with better names.
Yeah, but better names that have actual thought put into them. Ovis thoughts. What are your thoughts? People who fought for and against.
I think the Chameleander broke them too much to get a fair assessment of them.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, the recruiting seemed to be okay. How powerful was that? Missionaries.
I mean, look, I'll be honest. I don't think I interacted with the Ovis once.
Not once. Yeah, they were being very cloistery. I mean, it's also is a 13.
Allowed us to be cloistery.
Yeah, it is also a 13 clearing map. So not only was he able to dump a bunch of stuff here, he kind of had this half of the map, and you had this half, and I just kind of hung out in these 3 clearings basically for most of the game. So
yeah, Ovis, like Hidden Host, suffer from having too few warriors to guard the number of clearings they want to be in.
Right. So if you give them the opportunity to not have to deal with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I played them really conservatively. I just figured out that I was going to be able to slowly score and kind of stay behind the pack until we got into mid-late game.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to expand very slowly so I would never lose a lot of points.
Yeah. I think you could have bursted 1 turn earlier and you might have been able to, be up here or something, but
I wasn't thinking about the fact that they were going to be able to get
all those points.
I thought I was going to have one or 2 more turns.
Yeah. I mean, you also took pretty mild sects as far as you had convictionists most of the game, and I think it only procced twice. So
well, they expected to proc more, and that's leaving all the unguarded doctrine. But
yeah, and then we were all kind of maybe we just don't. I mean, and sometimes that is how this is used. It ends up being used not as actually to get the warriors, but more so people do not hit your sects in a more punitive. Not punitive. What am I thinking? There's a word there that I'm thinking of, but yeah, if you had done campaigners or zealots, that might have been a little bit more aggressive, where you could have gone and actually started punching people.
I still struggle with the fact that they can lose points, because I never feel like I'm ahead of the pack or in a place I always feel like, oh, if I push too hard and I lose points,
Mm.
I'm not only losing a cathedral, I'm also losing like a bunch of points, which will put me further behind.
Mhm.
So my reaction is to always play them conservatively.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of ends up being where like you have to like what am I trying to say? You have to kind of diversify where your outer doctrine are, so that you can have, you know, okay, I have my fighting force of like 5 or 6 guys, and if anybody takes out any one of these, you know, like here's my fighting force. They're roaming around the map, punching stuff. And yeah, if somebody like takes out this, you'll lose 1 point. But maybe that lets you switch up what you're doing with your sects, you know, and you probably got a point from that anyway, from when you were spreading. So if you got some good use out of that, like an extra action or an extra sect ability for 1 turn, and you got an extra point, and then you lost that point, it's like fine. Like you just can't like daisy chain. Like you had, you know, 3 attached to 1. You have to have 1 attached to 3. You know, where it's like, oh, okay, whatever. If I lose it, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I was building up to that. My other thing was I knew that the hidden host can punch quick and hard when you aren't
Yeah.
expecting it.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is.
And the boars were on my doorstep, and I didn't really know what the boars could do, so I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be.
No.
I need to protect my clearings.
No, yeah. I don't think you did anything that was aggressively out of the norm or what you should have done strategically. It was just more just pointing out that like yes, you can lose points, but in reality, usually the points that you are losing is like 1, maybe 2. You know.
I have something that'll make you feel really justified though.
Oh yeah.
You know what I would have much rather have taken the convictionists?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Ferryman would have been so good on this map.
Yeah, Ferryman would have saved me so many times. There were so many times when I wanted to go to this clearing and I couldn't.
They'd be like,
And I had to go through here
bloop.
first.
Or literally being able to teleport all the way to this half of the map. You mean that? You mean that would have been good?
It would have been pretty nice. Yeah.
It is one of those abilities where it's just not a good ability until it's just like the best ability that you could have.
Well, I mean, the thing though is it's you have to be so careful with it because it's good, but also it connects.
It connects the marker
Um,
path, so it can death rattle you, which is now faltered
exactly.
faith. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it can bite you in the butt. Yeah.
But no, they're fun as always. I really think they're getting there. I have no changes from this game that I would suggest, except for the missionaries as an action is good.
Yeah, missionaries as action. Yeah, yeah. that.
I'm
praise
curious about the cathedrals. Did you like the cathedrals, Coyote?
I love the cathedrals.
Okay.
I adore having the flipped buildings as cathedrals. I think it works well. My main concern with cathedrals is I want to see how other people play it because I know that like I build a cathedral, I tend to get 1 in my starting clearing and really guard it. Watch with these and it made it even more important. But I
Right.
am interested in like if it leads to new players being too hesitant to spread enough.
Yeah, or like cathedraling and not protecting, being like, oh yeah, let me just come into this middle area and then I'm gonna turn this into a cathedral and leave 2 warriors there, and people are just like, well, yeah, you're not doing that. That's not happening. Like,
Yeah.
we're just not gonna let you do that.
So it's like I really like cathedrals and I think they're amazing when used correctly. I wonder how they're going to modify player behavior and if it's going to teach people who are less used to playing them bad habits early.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like any root faction. It's gonna take people a couple plays to realize, like, someone's gonna do this one time, and then people are gonna be like, nope, and like come in and destroy it. Or maybe
Yeah.
they set up in a way where it's like, okay, yeah, you could do that, but I have both, fortified and convictionist. So yeah, or not convictionist. Where's the other one? Tie the Wardens. It's like, yeah, sure, go for it. Like, you're gonna take 2 hits, and I'm gonna get to draw a card. Sure.
Yeah, I am gonna say I want to see them win at some point soon.
Yeah, they have not won in a while, and that's
They haven't won since we started this testing process in late April.
Yeah, I mean, and that is has always kind of been their problem, is that they would vacillate wildly from ending at 20, kind of within ish the pack, and someone else wins, by 5 to 6 points. So they'd like end somewhere in here, and they never were like down here. So they'd usually end somewhere here, or they would end like here. you know and that fine line is a very freaking fine line. So I'm always like really hesitant to buff them, to just be like, let me just tweak them a little bit at a time, and if they get one win, I'm like, okay, stop, no more touching.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where they go. There's still plenty to do.
Yeah, there is definitely. I will say, if you go back through all of the tests when they were ooze, the amount of times I usually took like a screenshot, or very specifically spoke out, that I would say 90% of the time that they won, they were able to craft like 2 or more things, because those extra points make a huge difference, even when it is the one less. And those extra recruit actions make a huge world of difference. Like an extra 3 warriors over the course of the game can actually make a giant difference for them, because they have to remove their warriors.
Yeah, I traded, and I don't know if it's the right move. I had a sword I could have crafted, but I used it instead to get
this.
into here. Yeah,
I think
which
that
I think was the right thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Zero had been at like 24, we were all like, what, like here-ish, something like that. If he, instead of being at 30, he'd been like here, this would have been a great move, because you had 4 cards in your hand, so you could have like spread to all 3 of these, and that would have gotten you what, an extra, if you did this, an extra 2 points.
Yeah, and again, like,
Just
this
from
is a bit of a weird scenario because I saw what was about to happen.
Right, and there's just
and
nothing we
chose
could do about
not to state it, like not to warn people, because like I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I want to see how, like, when the person
Right,
who has the most familiarity at the table isn't like, watch out, they're about to burst off.
Right.
I was like, what happens when they start to pop off? Like, how do people react to that?
Yeah. It was a weird thing that, like, both me and Theory were just like, we gotta kill these guys. And I just kept rolling those freaking spears from like, I can take out 1 warrior.
Well, my policing ended up giving him 4 points because of that.
Right.
It was
you're like an anti-police.
Right. I mean, and that is my only thought on replacing the spears with just flip a mushroom, because if you do go, it basically starts to really cut down on your options. You basically have to go at least 1 die into the red.
I mean, if you're in a table where policing is needed from you,
right? If you need to be the police, I guess that's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, then yeah, you probably should go double red anyways.
Yeah, I probably should have. But I like playing in weird ways with the Warhogs. It's not my fault.
That said, any quick thoughts on Chameleander? It seems like it's in a very good place.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, it makes the game so weird and interesting. I like it.
Yeah, Chameleander is what it is.
I like being able to stab him for points.
Yeah, as I brought up before, I really like this change to most of the birds, which I think I played against it one time when I had the id, like a really long time ago. But maybe like right when you first were doing that. But I didn't really understand what was happening, and now I do, and I like it. It's a good change.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I recently did a little Homeland update so that they didn't just snipe off Knave captains immediately, and I just made them more simple as part of that with other things. So yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Nice.
I kind of half knew what was going on with it this time,
Nice.
which felt good. I feel like the commander is like, in most games I've played with him, like this thing exists, and sometimes they get random points and benefits from it. Eventually, like sometimes it needs to get punched a lot, but usually someone else tells me when that happens. Like when we've reached that. Usually that person's in gamer, and they're like, start hitting the lizard.
The time has come. Kill the lizard.
I also like how like Chameleander pretty much tells you like, "Come punch me" when there's all these points from it. You know,
Right?
It's like,
You're like,
people's greed also takes over.
Why are
like-
5 points randomly wandering around the map? We should go punch that.
Delicious.
Nice.
That was lovely.
Well, that was a great test, guys. It was.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Wait, do we want to do quick hidden host thoughts?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't. Oh my gosh, it's just been a
I
long
will
day.
say it was hard for me to follow just because a lot of the verbiage wasn't quite up to date. Like
Mhm.
the
Sorry
price
about
of
that.
information, I didn't know what was happening until it happened. Obviously, but yeah.
It's all been updated now.
Now,
Yeah.
is that why you popped out?
No, I've been updating it through the game every time we saw something.
Okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
So it will be updated next time we play. Is what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I still, and this is maybe just like me just being a stubborn mule. I still wish there was a reason to double color agent, and I don't know what
It's the craft. It's the
Well,
craft
but it's-
specific
We've
things.
changed crafting back
But
because
yeah,
this crafting isn't good. I never liked it. This crafting was to
It was to simplify the verbiage, and it just makes it too strong. Yeah, if there was a
not only did it make it too strong, I don't think it actually made it that much easier to understand because we
Yeah.
immediately were like, oh, then you'll throw second agents up there, and then it was like,
yeah.
I don't think craft with cells that matched agent, like, I don't know. Sometimes you're like, this is too hard to understand, and I'm just like, if you can't see a fox here, and then be like, what cells do I have in fox clearings? Like, how did you learn the rest of the rules of this game?
Why are you playing this game? Yeah, no,
Like, take 5 seconds the first time you hit that step, and you'll be good.
Yeah, I wish there was a reason to do something like this, just because that like tickles me for you to be like, ooh, wait, if I put a second fox up here, then I get a cupcake. Like something. I don't know what it would be. I just want to be able to do it for the shits and giggles, I guess. But I understand why.
Yeah, and my response to that is I haven't figured out a good way to make that work. And
I mean,
I think subvert is a good way to use those cards.
I'll say this. I think in a roundabout way, the senior agents is basically the same thing as what you're talking about.
No, it totally
it's
is,
it's a bird, sure, but you could just as easily, like it could theoretically just as easily be, I guess I won't use this, but it could just be the double of that color is how you seniorize them instead of birds. But
I mean, how broken would senior agent be if it was a bird or the same color?
Yeah, because senior agents are pretty strong.
Yeah, like if I could do this and then this was like, you could have I don't know, you could have like two foxes and then a fox and a, I don't know, you come up with some cool symbol for this, but yeah.
That's not that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like what you're asking for is like a reason to have 2 Fox agents here,
Mhm.
but effectively, if it's the upgraded Fox
Mhm.
with the bird, that is basically what it is.
No, what I'm
Yeah.
saying is I've played this where like my hand was just foxes. I just didn't have any birds. I didn't have anything else. I just had foxes, and I was like, I wish I could do something with my 3 foxes that I have in my hand. I just like I can subvert, I guess but it'd be really cool if I could make this agent stronger and then subvert. And yeah, that would be a really cool like. But
So my question is on the off chance. So earlier when I had my first original hand, and then you explained the rules to me, like, oh, I need a new hand because I had 3 birds. But
yes.
in a theoretical world where your 5 draw is 5 birds, you're fucked.
In that theoretical world, you draft a different faction because
Right.
there are so many factions that want you to have 5 bird cards.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hypothetically.
yeah, what you're saying is no different than
I mean-
if you were forced to play moles and had 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the
That's true.
Which
lizards.
I have literally been in that scenario, and it sucked. I literally couldn't get non-birds. I kept drawing bird cards. Oh, it was a bad game. I was in first seat, and I was forced to draft moles, and all I had were bird cards.
No.
And I kept I think I had like 1 suited card and 4 bird cards. And then like the next few turns I kept drawing bird cards. It
Oh
was
my
so
God.
bad.
It's horrible. Yeah.
Um
Yeah, anyway, that
the
was my
other
only
thing, your issue there though also was when extra draw was still on cells. Which
Yeah.
now extra draw are under fort.
Oh,
So
extra
in
draws are
general,
on
you're drawing more forts.
boards.
You're drawing more cards now.
Okay, yeah, that might fix it, but
So that should help diversify your hand a little bit.
a little faster, yeah. I don't know. I
I'm
think
a fan of attrition. I like how you have to just like keep things up and then cards go away.
you cannot
That's
keep everybody happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move.
I was confused by Hidden March for some reason. I thought from the wording, I thought it was tunnel, like clearing
It
so
is
the
basically
cells are
tunnels.
adjacent to each other. Was kind of like what my brain was saying. Like that doesn't make sense though, because cells and forts can't be in the same clearing. But then I saw it happen. I'm like, oh, I see.
No, they're kind of how. Actually, now I think about it, isn't it kind of like how the Foxborough landmark is or was at some point?
A little bit, yeah.
It's how tunnels is, except one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a one direction.
It's literally the language from tunnels.
Yeah, and then did you get at one point an agent skill was you could go backwards. Is that gone?
Wait, go backwards.
Go backward? What does that mean? Go backwards?
Oh, I
You-
see.
Oh,
you
you're
could move
thinking
from
of
a cell back to a fort.
There was a draft. There was
yeah,
a
I
version
think
of them where recruiting only happened at cells,
Yeah.
and my idea was you were always moving from the front line to the back line to then use hidden march to move forward. But
It was wonky.
and it actually worked really well if you had played them 80 times. For everyone else, they were just getting crushed because they couldn't protect their forts.
Yeah.
Like they didn't understand. Like it was one of those things where it's just like, this is really cool if everyone starts this faction as an expert. Otherwise, they're just going to have a whole bunch of really truly terrible games until they figure it out.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I feel like they're rounding that corner. They feel really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some weird formatting stuff. We didn't really see all of the agent skills this time. I'm interested to see these mouse ones. I think that was I want to say it was a misstep, but you won, so I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like the most important skill is can you attack twice instead of once? If yes, then super.
Right.
I know. I was thinking you would have loved the version where they were based entirely upon using agent skills to create a whole bunch of compound actions. There was a version where like you could attack twice with cells. You could also move and then battle, and there were
Oh, you cut out.
Cutting out. While he's glitching out, I will say I actually do think maybe battling twice might be too strong.
Yeah. What if these switch? Oh,
Hey, am I back?
you're back now.
I tried. You need this. This has to be
Oh,
that has to be there.
they just
I've tried to move it. I tried to switch it.
Is it
remember
because
there
it
was
feels
a-
too? Is it because it feels too necessary?
Sometimes. I mean, you can get by with not having it, but when you need it, you need it. Because the thing about this faction is, it's all about using agent skills to make the 3 actions as effective as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because 3 actions, as we all know from cats, is almost nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
I mean,
this is
yeah.
pretty big. This is so good. This is really good. Like I always try to describe this faction as like it's tactical, right? Like a lot of factions are strategic. We're trying to have these long-term plans.
Mm-hmm.
And like there is some stuff there, but like there's a lot about this faction where you want to think about how these agent skills set up your ability to pivot your plans from turn to turn.
Mm-hmm. I
I
mean,
mean,
And you actually want to plan when you have your agents limited, you often want to plan like, I'm not going to need this rabbit in a couple turns, but I am going to want
mm-hmm.
I'm going to want the fox. So like
Right. I mean,
I've
I'm just thinking like a more natural progression would be like attack plus and then 2x attack. So like could this be changed to be like when attacking you may re-roll the lower die? Cuz that would probably be pretty close to 2 battles and then this become like even stronger 2 battles. I I trust you that I know that you've been doing a lot of, single player quote unquote testing, multi-hand testing with this. So if you're like, I have tried something similar to that, it just isn't going to work. I believe you, but
this needs to be there. You don't need
I
it every game, but the ability to have that second battle, and I've changed it a lot, like because it has to be in a clearing with the cell.
right.
So
I guess
it's limited.
right. My question is that what is that second battle getting you? Because if it is it that you need more than 3 hits, or is that you just need consistently X amount of hits? Because re-rolling the lower die does get you consistently more X amount of hits.
It's the
And so
extra action.
you need
Because the thing is, you're still viewing it as
Mhm.
in this clearing,
Mhm.
because you can battle anywhere on the board, and then you get the
Oh yeah,
second
that's right.
clearing with
In
the
any.
spell.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it turns it
So
into
what's
like a
really
fourth
important
action.
about that is like if
Yeah.
you're there, then you suddenly have a bunch of Ovis pop up here. This is what lets you, be like, okay, so I battle
Battle
here
here,
to
and
remove
then
them, place a cell, and then I battle here again to knock them back.
okay.
Without this, you have trouble policing other factions.
Interesting. I'm maybe. I guess then maybe my problem is that this feels just weak. Rerolling the lower die as defender in clearings with forts or cells feels weaker than this. Is I guess more what it is, but
So I agree with that with one exception. Well, I don't necessarily, I don't, it is weaker, but it's not supposed to always be stronger. Because the
it's
thing
just
about senior
extra stuff.
agents
Yeah.
is, yeah, it's a whole extra ability
Mhm.
that you get on top. It's not like, this is replacing this. It's you
That's true.
still get this, but
Yeah.
now you also get that. And if you think about it, it's like if you get to attack someone and you roll a 3-0 and they get to re-roll that 0, that's not fun.
Mhm.
Like, that's going to give people extra pause on attacking you. And for a faction that's really warrior shy and trying to defend what they can with what they got, I mean, and then you start adding in other little things, it actually it gets
Yeah,
it
it
gets
can.
pretty crazy for them.
So
Alright.
how does the reroll actually work? Like, if you roll a 0-0, are those dice then assigned, and then you re-roll it, and you get you get the 1, so you deal the hit, or does
Yeah,
that now become a 1-0 and they deal a hit to you?
Yes. The second one, right?
that's a good point. I would assume the second one, but yeah. I
Right.
mean,
I
I'm
was
not
assuming
sure
the
on that
first
one.
one.
Right. No, it's like, okay, it's a 3-1.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm getting attacked with a 3-1, so now it's 3-2, so I deal 1 extra hit. Yeah, it can sometimes. We did math similar to it for the zealots. When attacking, they roll a lower dice up here, and it's like most of the time it gets better, but sometimes it stays the same, and sometimes it gets worse.
Right.
Yeah, and some of these agent skills are new. Like, this is just really good.
Yeah, I
We're
feel
very
like
good.
the
Like
Rabbit
that one.
Senior one would be really good. Being able to move
It's
and then
incredibly
place itself.
powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially on a map like
Um,
this. I mean, so much of this map was empty for so long. If you had been able to be like, move, move, drop a cell, be like, oh
this is
shit.
so much better than people realize it is.
Oh yeah, that's when he got rid of the mouse one. And I was like, I don't think you should have done that. I think you should have kept that mouse one because he had a bunch of cells that
Uh,
were unprotected. It's like,
yeah, it's like
I
that was
mean, I
super,
kept the Fox one,
super crazy.
yeah,
but
you
I
did
kept the
fine.
Fox one instead, and it worked out way better.
Right. That's where I'm like, ooh, Fox one is a little.
I feel like I feel like we're dancing around it a little bit too much, or Coyote is, but like
Mhm.
that ability to double battle is like Coyote basically said that you can't get rid of it, but somehow also you don't need it every game. But I can't imagine a scenario in which they wouldn't want just a free extra battle.
So the
Like I
answer to your
think
question isn't that they don't always want it. It's that you're limited to the agents you can get based upon the forts. So there will be scenarios where you don't have the warriors, so this is better. Or there'll be scenarios where you're short on moves and you have a bunch of warriors, so this is better. So it's not that this is always the best one when things are going just right for you. However, when things aren't going right, then you attrition that fox out of there and you put these in to get yourself back on track instead.
I mean, maybe I just feel like the advantage, like the attacker's advantage you get from having a second battle, is better than one warrior showing up if one of your things is removed. Because if I'm able to go in and double attack after a cell's removed instead of getting an extra warrior, like that's just advantageous to me over one warrior.
Yeah, but you also weren't trying to protect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to keep in mind
Yeah, I mean the game was really
have
weird. Like
Yeah, it was an odd one.
statistically,
you have 15 warriors and you're trying to protect a lot of clearings.
yeah, like
It's
statistically, this
difficult
is
to have a pile of stoats that makes 2 battles feel super comfortable.
Mm.
but like this game was like weird. Anyways, I hate to say it because the Chameleander wasn't a clean test.
They're always a little wonky.
That's why Chameleander does no.
I mean, I like him, but I feel like a lot of the information we got from the test wasn't great.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
always.
Well, I did not mess with the Warhogs at all.
That's true.
So
Didn't.
that
I mean,
that data is pure.
I mean, it
And
always
then
is
yeah,
helpful
we
to be
saw
like, what is broken?
right.
Yeah.
What can we not do? Well, these can't be in the same, and we can't have 3 of these. We learned something today.
But you already knew that.
No,
They were
I-
already disallowed normally.
No, I know.
Fair enough,
I
fair
guess. I mean, the Zero makes a good point that like more testing I think needed to like really firm that up. Because it does feel like basically what you're saying is, yeah, they have 3 actions, but as long as they have Fox, they really have 4 actions. Which is like, okay, but then is that really them only having 3 actions? Because if that 4th action is just a default, then this could be something more interesting and they just have 4 actions, you know?
Well, this also gives them maybe 8 actions.
I don't.
You can say if
So
you include like all of the extra moves.
Oh, yeah.
And
No, totally.
So
Totally.
I'll
I
say
understand
this
that.
with the bunny one though, Coyote.
say
Like
this
as you
gives them extra actions. I mean,
with the bunny one, as you said, they're warrior limited. I mean, I don't know. Maybe again, I'll have to see a different game for it. It with limited warriors, it doesn't feel like they're going to be spread out in a way to where the bunny one's going to work.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like, oh, I like came in here and attacked, and then someone came and attacked the cell, and I can be like, okay, I can do like this. And it can be really powerful where you're like, oh, okay, crap, you can actually defend that shit. I mean, it can also mean that you don't need to defend it at all. You can just, that you can do like this. And
funny is think about. Oh, I keep timing out, but you can use the rabbit with hidden march. So what it really allows you to do is, especially is because you want to be pairing them up. So if you have the bunny and the fox, you can battle, throw a cell down, and then when you battle again, use the bunny to hidden march a bunch of warriors from your back line back up to the front.
which I did do one time, and it felt really awesome.
I think I just need to play them more to really
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that's possible.
Like the mouse are the ones I still want to do the most testing on.
Mhm.
But like I've always said this, like my thought is like as you get more forts out and more agents, like they should compound together. Like I don't think about the agent skills as separate from each other.
Yeah.
I think about the way in which the agent skills work together to make those 3 actions feel like up to 7.
Right.
And people need to start getting scared when you have multiple forts out and be like, oh, we should maybe get one of those pushed back.
Yeah. I mean, I would say after our next test, I'd like to revisit that Fox and be like, does this second battle need like a very small downside of some sort? Where like, yeah, you get that second battle, you get a 4th, your 4th battle action or something, but you take 1 extra hit, or you have to, I don't know, some little nug where it's like, okay, I do get that, but
Little nug.
just a
Well, I had restricted it further before, but y'all told me to change it because you said it was too hard to remember. Maybe
it's
not
too
you,
confusing.
but other tester. Because previously, instead of a clearing with a cell, it was clearings that matched an agent.
Yeah, maybe that would. Yeah.
And that was getting into the things of like not necessarily just too confusing so much as like I never thought it was too confusing. I was just wondering like, am I creating too much
It's
analysis paralysis?
yeah. I
and
don't
sort
think
of,
it's
like,
necessarily
connecting?
that any one thing is too complicated. It's just that there are a lot of like simple finicky rules. Where it's like subvert being like this weird compound action is not
Subvert's not a compound action anymore.
well. That's right. It's not, but it's just the fact that it is this much text where you're like, I have to spend a card, and then it has to match, and it's not complicated at all. It's just text that your brain has to like process. So, and then each of these is not complicated, but they are all text you have to process, and you're switching between them a lot. So, that is all to say, I don't think anything that you're doing is too complicated. It's just you're doing a lot of very slightly complicated things that are all very different, So, we'll still think on this. I'm just not convinced that this is going to be the final form of it.
Probably not.
I agree with you that maybe that battle is needed, but if it was like battle and both sides do an extra hit or something like that, we're like, hey, I'm gonna get a really cool battle. I'm gonna do extra. Oh crap! I got taken. Something weird like that.
That's actually one of the things that I'm a little bit like shy on, because like that's one of the things where suddenly we're adding a lot more text in.
Yeah, that's true.
I've removed a bunch of agent skills that I liked because I don't want any agent skill to be 20 words.
No, yeah, that's fair. That's fair too. I mean, it could be as something as like remove a cell from a clearing to battle there.
I mean, yeah. I think
again, might not be needed, but I'm just saying there are ways that if we really do all agree, okay, maybe this is too strong, and it's become like the default. Like it's trying to prevent a charismatic leader kind of feeling where like, oh yeah, they got the fox. Yeah, of course they're doing fox right off on the first turn. Like I would like for it to feel like there is actually an even distribution.
So I think what I'm trying to get at, and I haven't said it, I'm gonna try to rephrase this one more time in a way that makes more sense, is I've had all of these same concerns and I've tried moving around a lot, but I've always found it useful. So I've always found like it's something that needs to be in it. So what I've been trying to do is not make that worse, because I don't actually think it's too strong.
It's just
what I've been trying to do is trying to make the others viable alternatives.
Yeah, and
so
that
I
might
don't
be a
want
better,
to make the fox one weaker. I want to make the other ones valuable enough that people consider them.
Yeah, which is it's a I always remember this. It was like way back in the beginning of in the beginning, not at the beginning at all.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, you hop off.
Yeah.
We're I'm sure we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
I'm also rather tired.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Always buff up. Don't nerf down is what I was gonna say. And with that,
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks for the playtests, guys. We will see you all next week. Until then, bye-bye.